Welcome to News Today with WDW News Today. I'm Tom Corliss. Here now the news for April 23rd, 2021. A report has come in that the Disney Skyliner gondolas have once again crashed into each other at Walt Disney World. Instagram user Next Stop Main Street shared a video showing what appears to be two gondolas compressed against each other, what would commonly be described as an accident, what seems to be very similar to the incident which took place at the Riviera Resort Station during the early days of the Skyliner's operation in 2019. The photographer reported that two gondolas, quote, banged into each other and that there was shattered glass at the station. The photos, it appears that one of the wheelchair accessible gondolas, which has its own dedicated loading area, made contact with another vehicle as it made its way back on to the regular track at the load platform. The first time a similar situation occurred for the Skyliner, Disney described the incident, of course, as unexpected downtime, attempting to downplay the situation. Those of you who watch News Tonight probably remember the whole disaster of a PR situation that we showed you the emails and everything of them trying to get us to change the wording and all that. But they later issued a more detailed statement describing it as a malfunction. The incident appears to have happened at the Disney's Hollywood Studios Skyliner station, which sits just outside of the park's entrance. We hope to find out more about this possibly down the road. We know the Skyliner was down for several hours, but eventually they did get it back and running, so it wasn't too bad. No one was injured, which is always good. After last week's announcement that the current and furloughed cast members of Walt Disney World receive a free one-night hotel stay, some other interesting news came out that cast members will not be able to get into a park for themselves or their guests the entire month of May. Epcot, Hollywood Studios, Magic Kingdom, and Animal Kingdom have all been blocked for the entire month of May for self-admission and main entrance passes. Perhaps the free hotel room was a way to counter this reduction in benefits, as a way to be like, well, we're sorry we can't let you in the parks, but here, have something. In honor of Earth Day, Disney Parks shared information about their solar facilities around the world and announced that two more solar facilities are in development for Central Florida. These two new solar facilities will be in addition to Walt Disney World's two pre-existing fields, including the Mickey-shaped array of solar panels near Epcot. The solar field was built in partnership with Reedy Creek Improvement District and Duke Energy, while a second 270-acre solar field was built in partnership with Reedy Creek and Origis Energy USA. The new solar facilities will be built in collaboration with Reedy Creek and local utility partners. They're expected to go online in about 2 years in total. Walt Disney World's four solar facilities will generate up to 40% of its annual energy consumption. A new solar energy site is also being constructed at Disneyland Paris. We've talked about that before. Disney's current worldwide goal is to achieve net zero emissions for their direct operations by 2030. Last month, we broke news about the beginning of facial recognition testing at the Magic Kingdom. And while Walt Disney World's website initially declared it a 30-day test, the wording has been updated simply a limited test, with the length of test subject to change. The test was originally scheduled to conclude on Friday, April 23rd. Disney previously sent out a survey to guests who have participated in the limited test. The extension of the test isn't surprising since Walt Disney World is moving towards more touchless technology, especially with the rollout of things like Magic Mobile and us being in the pandemic and all that. They've really tried to embrace these things, so it's unclear when this test might end. Punch It Chewy, a new phone case has popped up at the Emporium on Main Street, USA at the Magic Kingdom. Phone case features the iconic Han Solo in carbonite scenes from the films, shrunk down to a size you can carry with you. It's now a phone case. Of course, he's raised on the back. It protrudes a bit, but on the sides, it does have those little vitality markers and things. It's pretty cool. It's available for the iPhone XS and XS Max for $34.99. A new quick-service restaurant complex is being constructed in the space that once housed the Electric Umbrella at Epcot. It'll be a new Starbucks location and as well a new counter service. Just today, they built a whole new rounded corner on the building, which will restore the shape of the roof back to what it was for Communicore from 1982 to 1994. There used to be a perfect structure with all these rounded edges, just all rounded. And then for interventions, they cut into these a bit. They put up those big neon marquees and such back then, and now that's being restored. They're gonna make it circular on all these edges again, which is pretty cool. It's kind of a throwback, especially with the big glass open windows that allow a lot of light in. It's very, very Communicore what we're doing. You know, style and architecture, both cyclical. Things come back into style, right? Drawn to Life, the new show expected to replace La Nouba at Disney Springs, was notably absent from the list of shows announced this week by Cirque du Soleil to be returning to the stage. Thankfully, Cirque du Soleil CEO gave an idea of the opening date in an interview with the LA Times. Quote, "It's a tribute to Disney animation, and we felt honored to have the opportunity to do a show with the IP of Disney. We should be able to open sometime in the fall." La Nouba was the original Cirque du Soleil show at Disney Springs, originally downtown Disney, West Side. It ran for 19 years from 1998 to 2017. It was housed in a freestanding theater that resembled a white tent. Drawn to Life is the story of the love between a father and daughter. Delightful, mesmerizing movements of Cirque du Soleil acrobatic mastery pair with the magic of Disney animation to accentuate the show. The main character is Julie, a courageous and determined young girl. Her father, Tom, it's me, was a Disney animator who raised his daughter and surrounded her with Disney animated characters who helped her grow and played important roles in her life. In Disney's continued effort to be inclusive, Zippity Doo Dah has been removed from another location. It is now gone from the soundtrack of the King Arthur Carousel at Disneyland. Reopening at the end of this month with the rest of Disneyland Park, the King Arthur Carousel was recently refurbished, closing in January of 2020 for that refurbishment. Zippity Doo Dah was featured in Disney's infamous film Song of the South. Evidence of the film is being removed from both Disney World and Disneyland, mainly with the retheming of Splash Mountain to Princess and the Frog at both resorts. Zippity Doo Dah was removed from other music loops at Disneyland Resort last year. Disneyland previously announced that upon reopening, Rise of the Resistance would utilize a similar virtual queue to Walt Disney World. We now know more details about that. Guests will be able to access boarding groups at 7 a.m. and noon. Guests attempting to get a boarding group at 7 a.m. must have a theme park reservation for Disneyland, but do not need to be on property. Guests starting their day at a theme park reservation with a theme park reservation at California Adventure will not be eligible for the 7 a.m. distribution, but at noon, boarding groups will reopen to both single park guests and park hopper guests. In order to be eligible for the noon distribution, guests must have either already entered Disneyland or California Adventure that day and have a park hopper ticket. This implies that guests do not need to be on property at noon, but at least have entered a park at some point. Park hopping then begins at 1 p.m. Though Disneyland Park and California Adventure are reopening on April 30th, not every attraction will be available. In fact, Grizzly River Run was not on the list of reopening day attractions because it is going through its annual refurbishment. The Disneyland Resort website is updated to indicate that Grizzly River Run that refurbishment will last through May 6th, meaning the ride may reopen on May 7th, 1 week after the rest of the park. One of the fun differences between Tokyo Disneyland and Disney Sea is that while Disneyland's default costumes for Mickey and his friends are the standard garb, Tokyo Disney Sea features a rather unique blue and white cruise look for the gang. And as Tokyo Disney Resort continues to push out posy plush costumes, their next round coming May 27th features the unique costumes from Disney Sea. These are amazing. Each of the costumes was first seen in Over the Waves, a show that played at Disney Sea's dockside stage from 2006 to 2010, featuring Mickey and friends embarking on a dream cruise around the world, and the hijinks of the two stowaways, Tonio and Maria, who are trying to get home to Italy to see their mother. After Disney Sea's 5th anniversary, these costumes replaced the classic Admiral Mickey look that was seen at the park's open. While Over the Waves is long gone, the costumes are still used to greet guests in Tokyo Disney Sea's entrance plaza. Each of the unique cute costumes will be on sale at Emporio and through the Tokyo Disney Resort app starting May 27th. These are wonderful. I love park exclusive stuff. Disney, please take note from OLC. This is the stuff we want. Park exclusive, make it feel special. Tokyo Disneyland is currently collaborating with the esteemed Sadaharu Aoki Paris Bakery to make special treats for the park, one of which is even themed to Beauty and the Beast. Since we've already tried the delicious matcha and chocolate special soft serve, we figured to hop right on over to Sweetheart Cafe and try this. Both the cookie and croissant come in a lovely pastry wrap featuring the ornate double B art seen last year in some of the Enchanted Tale of Beauty and the Beast grand opening merchandise, along with the Tokyo Disneyland and Sadaharu Aoki Paris logo. I'm sure I'm saying that wrong. Underneath floral designs, it's a hallmark of this show at this point. Underneath floral designs can be seen on the bottom layer. The new offerings are a caramel ganache cookie sandwich for $5.52 and a matcha cream and chocolate croissant for $5.52. Full reviews of both items on our website. Disney is currently in negotiations with Justin Simien to direct the new film based on the Haunted Mansion. Although Disney already made a live-action The Haunted Mansion film starring Eddie Murphy in 2003, the new film will be a completely separate story. Dan Lin and Jonathan Irich, who produced the live-action Aladdin, are producing this film as well. Nick Reynolds of Ride Back is the executive producer, and Katie Dippold wrote the most recent draft of the script. Samin has met with Disney about several projects in the years past before they chose him for Haunted Mansion following his recent pitch. Samin is most known for his 2014 film Dear White People, which he wrote, produced, and directed. He serves as the creator and executive producer of the Netflix adaptation of the same name. In 2020, his horror comedy Bad Hair was also met with success. Each month, Disney Parks releases a new Wishables collection of the micro plush inspired by fan favorite attractions on Wishables Wednesday, excuse me. For April, the Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout set arrived. We know that for May, they're doing Star Tours. We haven't seen them yet. I need to see these, please. Gotta know. Gotta have my plush Rex. And we know, though, that the June collection, we actually get a little preview of this, is going to be themed to either Cars Land or Radiator Springs Racers at Disney California Adventure. Instagram user at Sweet Disney Treats shared a look at the upcoming Disney Parks Wishables that will be released this summer, themed to Cars Land. It's Mater. We get to see Mater. So some what they call scrappers have appeared on eBay, but it definitely is a preview of what is to come. We don't know who else will be in the series, but in June, look forward to these. For more information on these stories and more, head on over to WDWNT.com. This program is brought to you by our official travel agent sponsor, The Vacationeer, the engineers of your next magical vacation. Sit back and let their team of vacation planning experts craft your family's next trip. The best part, their services are free. Visit WDWNT.travel for details. The Vacationeer, the official travel agency of WDWNT. If you're enjoying the show, be sure to like this video, subscribe to WDW News Today on YouTube for more great content, and click the bell for notifications. Also, make sure to hit select all notifications so you never miss an episode of the show. I want to quickly mention we have a sale going on at Carousel Products. It's good till 7 p.m. tonight, I believe, for Earth Day. Our Earth Day sale continues into the day after. And it's going to save you 22% on any purchase using the code SYMBOL1 in honor of Animal Kingdom's birthday, Kilimanjaro Safari's anniversary as well. So SYMBOL1 is your coupon code. You can save 22% on everything. We have WDW News Today logo apparel, hats, shirts, pins, all that great stuff. But we also have really fun, cool park-centric stuff like Let's Get Naughty, the Nautilus. Really soft, comfortable, cool shirt. And I don't know the last time we had a discount this big, 22%. That's pretty big. So please shop with us at carouselproducts.com. Of course, the sale code SYMBOL1. But obviously, we always keep our shirts at just $20. So if you missed the sale, they're always at a great price. For the worldwide leader in Disney Parks news, this is Tom Corliss saying enjoy the rest of your today and have a great, big, beautiful tomorrow.
From WDWNT, the worldwide leader in Disney Parks news, this is Park Center. Each week we pick the top 7 stories in Disney Parks news from around the globe, and the panel and I break down, discuss, and debate what they mean for us, the fans. From the latest announcements to openings and delays to scandals and snacks and merchandise and more, we cover it all in 30 minutes. So join us every Wednesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern on youtube.com/WDWNT and watch episodes on demand anytime. Or subscribe to the audio version of the show on your favorite podcast app.